Hi everyone, my name is Kelly and I'm a solution consultant with Echolocity. And today I wanted to talk about a new feature that Smartsheet has released called Enhanced Global Updates. So you can see I have their help page up here to get us started, and then I'm going to walk us through a demo of how these work. But just to kick us off with a little bit of background, essentially, for those of you that are familiar with Control Center, when you execute global updates today, or potentially if you're not using this enhanced global updates yet, you access those through the Control Center page and URL, which we know is kind of a separate experience outside of the Smartsheet core app. So what they've done with these enhanced global updates is brought them into the user interface of Smartsheet's core app, which is awesome. So you can actually do it right within your source template, right within your sheets, reports, and dashboards in the core app. Additionally, it also allows you to make multiple updates at one time, which is really awesome. So previous to this, or if you're not in enhanced global updates yet, if you need to add two columns to do two different sheets, you would have to run two different global updates. In enhanced global updates, you can do that in one push, which is awesome. Now, most of you are probably not using enhanced global updates yet. There are some prerequisites in order to be able to use them. So that's why I have this help page up, because I think it's important to review. This isn't available for everybody yet, or every blueprint yet. And there's also some specific settings that need to be enabled in order for this to work, which might not work with your current setup. So let's walk through these. So it says before you begin, right? So if the blueprint was created after December 4th, 2024, then you are eligible for enhanced global updates. If your blueprint was created before that, currently it is not eligible. It needs to be a single tier. This one actually got me too, because I set up a new demo blueprint for this, but you actually have to store your projects in new workspaces of their own for this to work as well. So we set up a lot of configurations where projects are organized by a department or a functional area or programs. And so in order for this functionality to work, it does have to be within its own workspace. It can't have optional templates. The blueprint source folder can't be used by our blueprints. All active projects are already stored in unique workspaces. No project with the status creation failed or partially deleted, and all active projects should stay consistent with latest template structure. So that's important to call out too, which is if you're going to push an update out with enhanced global updates, it is going to happen for all projects. In the current global updates, you can skip a project or skip multiple projects. You can check off the project you actually want to deploy the global updates. And in this enhanced version, that's not possible. Now, all that to say that this is just the beginning. If I were to predict what's coming, right, they would hopefully make this available to all blueprints, even those created in the past. Hopefully a little bit more flexibility around where projects are stored. Hopefully some flexibility around, selecting projects just like we can now. But this is in the early stages. It is available if you're meeting this criteria, but, there's still some progression that this can take into the future. So I will make sure to include this link in the notes of this video, as well as this FAQ. So this frequently asked questions shows you, like what changes can I publish to my active projects? So that's important. What's cool is if you add a report or add a dashboard or add a sheet, these can be pushed out in enhanced global updates, which I think is great. You can see here, you can also add and remove folders. You can move items in and out of folders. You can add it, and even remove, that's a new one actually, and edit columns, which is awesome. I did do a little bit of testing before this video, of course, and there is still some functionality missing in terms of global updates now, such as they have find and replace in current global updates, which I tried to update a formula in a metric sheet, for example, and that change didn't take. So just be aware, again, it's in its early stages, but nonetheless, I still wanted to kind of jump in here and create a video and show what it looks like now and what we can expect to see in the future, which is really exciting. So I'm going to come into my main page and I'm going to go into my source template toolkit. And so you'll notice right away when I click into a sheet that you will see this new bar up here that shows publish history and publish. So I can just come in this template, I can make changes, and then we can go see the changes, or then we can publish them. We can make a little note. You can see I've been doing some updates and I have a publish history. I can put a little note in there of what I did. I think that's really important since now in this new structure, you can make multiple updates at once. And you don't have like a log of the specific, configuration that you did, such as in the current system. So it's really important to put notes in. So let's jump in and make a bunch of changes. One thing to call out, I did see in one of the help pages that it shows a preview button here. It's not showing for me. I'm not sure why, but just a call out. So, you're supposed to be able to preview the changes before they're made, but I'm not seeing that as an option. So since these are really easy to use, if I make a mistake or it doesn't push how I want it to, I can always make it in the next global update. So let's try removing a column because I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to select these two columns and say, nope, I don't want those. Yep, delete them even though I have a filter. Let's also, change the name of a column. Good. Column to change the name of. I'm just going to, instead of URL reference, I'm just going to say link, just so we can kind of see what that looks like. I'm also going to add a new contact column. So I'm going to say, so that was assigned to, I'm going to say contributing, right? Maybe there's like supporting, or I'll do it supporting resources actually. Do contact list, show multiple contacts. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, let's go ahead and make one more change. Now that we've saved that, let's make a change to one of our reports. I'm going to go into open task by assigned to. I'm going to go into filters and I'm going to say, I actually also don't want on hold tasks to be shown. Click OK. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go up to publish here. You're going to see where I can put a change note. So let's see. I removed NA and NA comments. I updated URL reference to link. I added column multi-contact for supporting. And then I updated filter for open tasks. Assigned to all right, so I'm going to go ahead and publish. And you can see here, I just have 2 projects generated on this demo currently, so 0% complete, and we will wait for that to finish. And then we will go check out those projects and see the changes. Okay, I kind of paused the video for a second just so you didn't have to wait for it to publish, but you can see there's a note up here now saying publish to 2 projects. Didn't take too long. Now I'm going to go into my browse and I'm going to let's go to Project Alpha and jump in here. So we'll go to Project Plan and we can see, okay, we have our new supporting column. Great. We have link. Awesome. Those NA columns are gone, just as we'd expect. Fantastic. And then we'll go into Project Plan Reports, Open Task by Assigned to. So this is really cool because to do these global updates in the regular version, you can see that on hold, this would have taken even longer, right? It would have taken potentially 3 times as long in order to execute all of those changes individually. And now we can do it in kind of one sweep. Again, very beginning stages of this, but definitely a really exciting new feature and functionality going along with the vision of Smartsheet of really bringing everything into one user interface and making it easier and not having to go to different tools and pages to be able to make these changes. So I hope you found this video helpful. Again, I'll include the help pages in the video notes, and don't forget to click subscribe so you can be notified whenever we post new videos. Thank you.